Ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It was great to get that opening presentation from Felix Finkbeiner, reminding us that everything we do here, we do for the next generation. Today, already over 1.3 billion people are struggling to earn their living on degrading agricultural land and shrinking forest landscapes. This is tragic because small farmers supply 80% of overall food produced in Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Latin America. Women play an extremely important role. A significant proportion of our landscapes are degrading. Over the last 15 years, approximately 20% of the Earth's vegetated land surface showed declining trends in productivity. We observe with concern that worldwide 7.5 million hectares of forests are lost annually. This is an equivalent to 20 football pitches, not every day, not every hour, no, every minute. This is disastrous, not only for our biodiversity, but also for the global climate. It is estimated that 11% of all greenhouse gas emissions are the result of deforestation. Let us face the fact, ladies and gentlemen, our landscapes will have to feed a growing world population. An increase of 50%, at least 50% of the agricultural production until 2050 will be necessary to meet the global food demand and to overcome poverty and hunger. More than 800 million people are still suffering from food insecurity. This is an unacceptable scandal. Today, humankind has more knowledge than any generation before. We have technical possibilities of unprecedented magnitude and are globally connected in a way never imagined. The question is, with all our possibilities, do we have the determination, the political will to use our knowledge and technology to respond to the global challenge? In short, we are not challenged by a lack of knowledge, we are challenged to act. Widening perspectives to development was the theme already at a side event on territorial development this morning. We need to accept the interrelated dimensions of sustainable management of natural resources. These include the ecological and socioeconomic dimensions of land use, agricultural land, forestry, pastures, but also marine resources, but most importantly, the institutional dimensions that govern broader land use policies. I'm convinced that the decisive success factor for that is good rural governance. For me, good rural governance embraces 4 elements. First, decentralization of power, decentralization with functional and powerful institutional structures, political decision-making, allocation of finance to development priorities, and accountability are not to be assigned to national levels only. It is the countries, districts, and local administration who must be capable and mandated to plan for, invest into, and act to create their prosperous future. Second, participation bottom-up, participation and empowerment of local communities. That is essential to guide policies for sustainable, inclusive development. Third, territorial policies need to be in place as development happens in places across many sectors. Fourth, legal security is an indispensable requisite for a development based on sustainable management of the productive resources in our landscapes. To make these 4 elements of rural governance happen, we need to strengthen institutions on local, subnational, national, and even regional levels, accordingly also to integrate different sectoral perspectives. Ladies and gentlemen, investing in rural development today means investing in the future. It is not only about protection of climate, but about protection of resources. It is not only about agriculture or forests, but about sustainably managed landscapes. It is not only about environmental protection, but also about improvement of living conditions. What we are aiming at must be better livelihoods with zero degradation. Germany fully recognizes the needs for investment into sustainable forms of agriculture and forestry. Together with the German Ministry for the Environment, we support the Global Landscapes Forum in its efforts to expand the global landscapes community and to provide a platform to share and learn, but ultimately to put all that into practice. Political action needs values, courage, and a change of paradigms. We know what to do. Let us act.